So this is a personally special moment for me. When I started radio,
Yeah.
you know what the number one song was? Khuli Chana part 2.1.
Yo, and you said that right.
Khuli Chana. It's too easy to be white in this country. You just pronounce one word fine and it's
you
special.
nailed it, you
it's
nailed
special. Khuli Chana,
Yeah.
ladies and gentlemen, the man who has transformed this game in so many ways, across continents. One Source. If you haven't listened to One Source, if you haven't watched the music video, Khuli Chana is at Summer 25. This is Good Up FM. My name is Dan Corda. Starstruck. How are you, sir?
And I need a new hype man. Dude, you are fire. That's my new hype man. Doug. I feel great, man. You know, it's a special night celebrating 25 years, and I'm really excited about the direction. You know, the bringing out Mel and Bob.
Yes, man.
Myself and Twasa, Pops and Nonzamo, and just taking people on a trip down memory lane.
With a beautiful, honoring the legacy, because what you build upon is what came before you, you know?
Yeah.
And they always talk about you can only get to the top of the mountain with every rock up to the top of that mountain. And there's many people in that history.
Most def.
But you in particular, the person who broke open the doors for hip hop in this country, what does it feel like now to come back and see hip hop being so powerfully in the mainstream, to see features of hip hop stars on pop songs going to number one? It must be so special for you.
It's man, it's super special, man. Like we started doing this when it was not cool to be a rapper.
Brother.
Nah, it wasn't cool at all, man. I mean, you used to get jacked for just wearing baggy jeans, you know, and it was like unfathomable that hip hop would actually sell records.
Sure.
Right?
Sure.
And to what it is right now.
Sure,
So, geez,
man.
I was like, I'm just grateful that I'm here to witness the moment, you know, that we've all now gone full circle, 360.
Beautiful. Tell me about your feelings of the health of the South African and the African music scene right now. Is it in a strong place?
I think we're good, man. I think we, I think we found our sweet spot. You know, I see there's a nice balance of like independent artists doing it. There's guys just that own their own labels. There's guys that are signed to major labels, but everybody's doing their thing.
And it's powerful to see, man.
Yeah.
Very, very cool. And the man from Uptown, to be able to just constantly hear your voice on the radio, to know how many more people now know about the place that you came from through your music, to be proud of coming from that place, it must be give you so much joy.
Yeah. And in the beginning it was just like, we would shout Maftown literally on every record, and we did it at a time when not even Maftown was giving us that kind of love, but to get that love back now, it feels like it was all worth it.
Sure.
Yeah.
So now, and I can only imagine, I was speaking to Bob Mabena earlier, it must be tough to be, the legend, as if you're like some kind of godfather, reigning over the rest of us. And we're not calling you old, we're just saying you've done the work and you've put it in. What does that mean now for your creative energies as somebody who is looked upon as such a leader and an icon? Does it change the way you go about your creative process? You
know what? I've started to embrace it more. There was a time I used to feel some type of way when people go, oh, the legend. Like, yo, why are you aging me? You know what I mean? Or you trying to write me out of this, script. And now I'm starting to embrace it more because I think I've become more aware of what, the efforts and what we have brought into the game. You know what I mean? And Bob, geez, man, I remember Bob when I was probably like 11, 12 when Bob was still out in Puputatswana, when he was still on Bob.
Literally Bob.
Yeah. You know what I mean? To now. So, if there's a cat out here who's living a dream, it's me, man. I'm literally out here taking every box.
That is incredible.
Yeah.
Khuli Chana, ladies and gentlemen, one of the legends of the game. You're live on Good Up FM. It has been a pleasure and an honor for me and all of us to be lucky enough to get some of your time, brother. And thank you so much for pulling
One
through.
love, man. And when you wait for that hype man job,
Good Hope FM.
This is Good Hope FM.